Morning. Well, I'm a health practitioner and I've been prescribing for over 20 years. And one of the things I see again and again in practice is that people are tired and exhausted. And I get asked all the time, why am I so tired? Why am I gaining weight? Why am I so exhausted? And my job's busy and work really hard. and uh, and I need stamina for it. And one of the things that I learned a long time ago was that I couldn't always borrow from the bank. I remember my teacher told us that at college. So he, said you can't take money out of the hole in the wall forever. And it's exactly the same with your nutrition. So if you've ever taken any mainstream medication, if you've ever taken any recreational drugs, those will be stripping minerals out of your system, minerals that you really need. They'll be stripping B vitamins out of your system, and you need to put that back. And one of the best ways to do that is to eat a plate of greens every day. Well, I can tell you that I did that yesterday and I did that the day before, but I know that the day before that I didn't do that because I was busy. I wasn't at home all day. So how do I do that when I'm on the go? And that's what these things are about here. So every day I have a shake. I have a green shake that's full of things like barley grass, oatgrass, alfalfa, greens that are superfoods. It will have superfoods in like Craxel chlorella, blue-green algae. All these have slightly different functions in the body. They give us different nutrients, but you can be sure that they're rich in plant source proteins, in B vitamins. Don't forget that we use B vitamins and C vitamins up really quickly. So when we're under stress, we use a lot of B vitamins. We need to replace those. So a plate of greens a day or a shake is a great way to guarantee that. So my great friend Troy Casey calls this liquid sunshine and has a glass every morning of this. So what do I put in it? So there's amazing Hippokrates power shake, which you can get both here in the UK and Europe and in the States and Canada. It's an organic drink mix, no fillers, no binders, no incipients. So much of the stuff on the market has a lot of fillers and binders in. It's very, very rare that I find a green shake that's not diluted in some way its power is lost. So this is a fantastic superfood. It's got rice bran solubles in, carrot juice powder, and it does have some grains, but it is no gluten. So you've got grains in there like quinoa, buckwheat, amaranth, millet, very, very low gluten grains. And then you've got your wheatgrass powder, your oatgrass, etc. So that, 2 scoops of that in water, or you can have almond milk if you want a bit of extra nutrition. I make my own almond milk. Super, super easy to do. I'll share the recipe and how to do that one day. It's so easy to make your own almond milk, hemp seed milk, oat milk. That means that you are buying a quality nut or seed or grain. You are soaking it and you are sidestepping all that packaging and anything else that might be added into the almond milk or the oat milk that you're taking. So you can make your own, or you can add the green shake just to water. Things that I add in, often I add in a bit of kefir. I make my own. I've just bought a bottle here, which is super creamy. It's a milk kefir. So obviously if you're vegan, this is a vegan product here. But this is not vegan. But sometimes I need a bit of animal protein for sure. So kefir is a great way to add that in. And of course you've got all the probiotics that your gut's going to love from the kefir. I'm a big fan of bee pollen. Wherever I go in the world, I'll buy some bee pollen. And this particular one is from Italy. I've got one from Spain in my kitchen as well. I've got an English one. They all taste a little different, not surprisingly. Great if you have hay fever. Get into bee pollen and your local honey. But the reason I take it is it's full of B vitamins. B vitamins, and it's a great immune system support. So half a teaspoon of bee pollen goes in my shake. I also add these ionic elements. Now, I can't tell you how many people have beaten tiredness and exhaustion from making sure that they have these in their diet as well. So these are ionic elements from fulvic acid and ocean trace minerals. Just 16 drops of these. That's two pipettefuls. goes into my shake every day. If I'm, know I've got a lot ahead, I might take more of this. I also add in fatty acid complex. Now, what I love about this particular fatty acid complex is that you don't need too much of it. It's got a great spectrum of fatty acids, and fatty acids are called essential fatty acids. We need them. We all need fats. Fats have been demonized, and any of you that are looking at ketogenic diets or GAPS diets will see that we need to eat far more fats than we actually do, and that we need to stop taking fats out of our food. So I love this fatty acid complex. I was taking a different fatty acid for a while. I'd heard that fermented cod liver oil and fermented butter oil was great, so I took that for 6 months, and I noticed a crack in one of my nails, and I thought, well, that's the fatty acid not working. So I went back to this. Within 5 days, the split had mended in my nail, and I haven't stopped taking it since. So one thing I notice when I do the 10-day cleanse, which is based on this amazing Hippokrates power shake and a few other superfoods. We'll talk about the 10-day cleanse ingredients another day. But one thing I've noticed on the 10-day cleanse is that I need to add fats into that cleanse. My profile is such that I come from the north. I think most of my inheritance is from sort of Scandinavia or the northern hemisphere. We need oils. People whose inheritance is from the north need oils to survive the winter. So someone in California and in warm weather doing the cleanse may not need to add those oils in. When I'm doing the cleanse, and I need to add those oils in, and I need them as part of my daily diet. Most people do. So that's a fantastic fatty acid. Again, a vegan product. So many people are wanting vegan products these days. We can talk about veganism another day, whether it's suitable for what essentially we're omnivores. But some things good to have pure. You want to know that if you are taking fish oils, they need to be pure. You really need to know where they've come from. You need to know that heavy metals have been taken out of them and they're not contaminated with stuff from the ocean. So I choose to take a fatty acid which is plant sourced, is vegan, as all of this stuff is except my kefir. If you've got kids and you're worried about winter immunity, at the moment I'm speaking today is middle of February in 2020, so we've got a big conversation going on about immunity and the coronavirus. If you're worried about your kids, fantastic product here. In the UK and Europe, it's called Platinum Shield. In America, it's called Purium Shield, and this is herbs that you can give to your kids every day. You've got a by weight of your child instructions here, so you can know exactly what your child needs for their weight. Great product to be adding into a shake. So there are other things I could talk about in terms of immunity, heaps of stuff, but first off, for me every day it's the bee pollen. That's B vitamins, get depleted very easily, they're water soluble, we use them up under stress, and that's looking after my winter immunity. We've got the power shake, which is fantastic, and all of it goes into here, and I drink one of these a day at least. Sometimes I drink two, but generally one of these a day. I know I've done my greens, I know I've done my essential fatty acids, I know I've looked after my immunity, and I know that I am building stamina and strength for the day ahead, because I can tell you my day is busy. And I don't suffer tiredness and fatigue. I've been through menopause and out the other side, and yes, I had an underactive thyroid, but yes, I rebuilt it with products like this and some others that I'll mention another day. So there you go, have a good day and eat your greens.